Hello everyone, Blackout8001 here, and today I have this very ominous looking case on my desk, or table rather. Here's what I paid for it, and I thought this was a little bit of a score because usually when I see cameras at a thrift store, they are very, very well overpriced, like $30 for a camera that doesn't even have anything with it. Like, that's just too much. So let's open it up and I'll see what's inside it here. Okay, as soon as I can get the back open, here is the camera. This is a RCA solid state image sensor VHS camcorder focus. There we go. Okay, you can see that enough. Anyways, it's a VHS full-size camcorder, and turn it over on the bottom here. You can see there Thompson Consumer Electronics, which is obviously RCA. 12 volts, 9.5 watts, and model number CC250 there, you can see. And, so I'm just going to take a quick tour, if I don't smash the poor thing, around this camera, and we'll start with this side here. So over here, this is a bit of my hack job. The autofocus, or the power focus rather, mechanism doesn't work, and neither does the zoom. I already took an adventure into that and figured out that it's broken beyond my repairing it, so I don't really want to try that anyways. Here is, I don't know what that's for actually, I have no idea what that button's supposed to do. This is the power focus for when it's in manual mode. This is the focus mode, manual and auto. This is the review button. I have no idea what that is. This is the iris, so you can open and close that manually, which is kind of cool. Here's the date and date set. This just shifts through the different month, date, and year. This is to change the time, or sorry, not the time. The you know, the character. Oh goodness. This is the is that in? No, I can't tell. The button's broken. But here's the high-speed shutter mode. This is the speed selector button here. On the top here, we have a display button that can be used to display the tape or the date. This is the reset, which can reset the tape counter. Rewind, play, fast forward, stop, pause, power, camera or playback, and eject. So this camera really doesn't work. It does, the only part that really doesn't work, obviously, like I said, is the audio, not the audio. The auto focus and zoom, and the VCR doesn't work at all. So, oops. Here's the AV output, earphone output, tracking for the VCR. Here is the output and input for the CRT viewfinder, and the microphone and connections and all that. Here's the big old record button. Oh, okay, here's the zoom button up there. Lens cap here, and you can take that off. The microphone's right there, obviously. Here's the lens itself in there. And here is the viewfinder, CRT of course, like I mentioned. So I'm going to, like I said, this doesn't record, so I can't make a recording with it or anything. But what I am going to do is going to plug it in. Oh, I forgot. Just talk about the accessories before I go ahead and plug it in. I got the AV cable with it, which is, of course, some proprietary connector. There you can see. Here is the TV modulator, if you want to call it that. Oops. Gets its power from the camera. And you can see there's a pass-through as well. Channel 3 or 4. I have the power supply back here. Oh, I gotta take this out because I need it now anyway. Power supply, this charges the batteries. This side charges the battery. And this side goes on to the camera. As you can see, there's this camera side. I just noticed that. And battery side. So, yeah. I also have that piece that came off the side there, so I could adjust the focusing just using manually turning the lens up there. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and plug this camera in, and I'll show off what it can do for now. Alright, so I plugged the camera in, and go ahead and turn it on here. Pull this out. Sorry for the bad video quality. I know my hand's probably shaking everywhere. There we go. Did it not turn on? There it goes. You can see in there it's turned on. If I take the cap off, you can kind of see that in there. I'm not sure if it'll work. Yeah, you can just barely see my hand moving in there. So everything works, like I said, other than the auto zoom and focus in the VCR. It does eject. It will also move it in fast motions, such as rewind and fast forward, but it will not record and will not play. So that's the inside of the VCR there. You see the little head drum down there. It's definitely smaller than the normal VCRs. Oh, come on, there. Yep, that's it in there pretty much. I don't have much to say else about this camera. It's playback mode, which doesn't really do anything in my case, and the output does work fine. The capacitors seem to be perfectly fine. And I used this as a camera on my live streaming show. I just have it hooked into the video switch so I can put it on scene if I need to. And that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching this video. And I hope you enjoyed seeing my RCA full-size VHS camcorder.